It's your fault. You're watching Gems in a Row.
Holla at your boy, this your host Trey-ism. We on Gems in the Rock, special edition right here. Been a long time coming. I wanna shout out the supporters. In case you didn't subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you can get more content flowing to you. This one right here is coming straight from Brooklyn, New York. The FOLKTALE, long friend of mine, Sharod Folk and family. Been a long time coming. Passing gems. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Tune in. We got some more to come on this platform. Gems in the Rock. Salute to all of the ballers and all of the coaches that's passing those gems in the gym. You watching Gems in the Rock. Salute. This is Trey-ism, and you watching Gems in the Rock. Got your boy, Sharod Folk. What we here for, boy? Where we at with it?
We're in the Gaucho Gym, legendary Gaucho Gym, and the Bronx, New York. Here for my son practice. It's here for one of the top 7 graders in the country. Definitely remember that name. It's here for.
That's what's up.
Right here. You just want to stop.
That's Sharod Folk right there.
Sharod Folk.
And that's Levar Folk.
OG. Yeah.
That's the OG Sharod Folk.
That's right. With the little
we on Gems in the Rock. Levar Folk.
Little Vol.
That's what's up. What high school you play for, Vol?
Clancy.
Clancy.
I'm seeing Clancy.
Yes. Didn't they retire your number there or something more? Something like that? Or?
That's funny. Yeah, it's funny.
On this day, March 14th, 2019, Hall of Fame, Levar Folk, Class of 95, basketball. Levar Folk enjoyed one of the most outstanding basketball careers any Crusader has ever experienced. In fact, legendary varsity coach Don Kent refers to Levar as the best point guard ever to play at McClancy prior to his varsity career. Levar captained the junior varsity team to a 24-2 city championship season and was named MVP. As a junior, he immediately became a starter and led the varsity team to the high school AA Final Four. During the season, Levar was named to all tournament teams on 2 separate occasions. At the start of his senior year, Levar was named captain. He went on to average 20 points per game and 9 assists as the team finished with a 20-5 record. He was named to All Queens First Team by Newsday and the All Brooklyn Queens First Team by High School Association. Levar also earned All-City Second Team honors from the Daily News, New York Post, and Newsday. After graduating from McClancy, Levar went to Boston University on a full scholarship where he majored in sociology and minored in criminal justice. On the basketball court, Levar stepped right in as a starter and earned all-conference rookie honors. During his sophomore year, he led BU to the NCAA National Tournament. By the time Levar finished his career, He compiled many impressive statistics. He is BU's all-time steal leader, 10th in scoring and 3rd in assists. He is the only player at BU to ever record 1,000 career points, 500 assists, and 200 steals. Presently, Levar works for the Administration for Children's Services as a child protective specialist.
It's up there. It's crazy because they played there last year, and that number jersey was up there.
Whoa,
that shit was good.
Yeah,
that was a good day. That was a good day.
Full number, classic, good quality.
great quality.
Great quality.
Yo, what's it like playing up in the classic job right there, man? I mean, the competition was definitely stiff back in the early '90s.
Competition was stiff. You had to come play every night, but I'm gonna tell you this: playing against y'all, playing around the way, built me for anything. I could run through a wall.
Right. I played against in high school.
Christ the King. They had 3 pros: Eric Barkley, Speedy Claxton, all over. On the same team.
All older.
LaSalle had.
Hold on. We're not gonna just say that and let it go that quick. So in high school,
right?
They was on the same team.
Same team, and you going at it.
Man, listen, this is why I tell people New York ball.
Right.
It is different. Like I don't get it. Like this is high school.
Right.
And it's 3 pros on the team.
Yeah.
Already.
Right.
This is like 10th grade.
Yeah.
So all I had to play Eric Barkley.
Yeah. Speedy
Claxton. And LAMAR. Oh my God.
Twice. Oh yeah.
So y'all lost it.
Now we beat them once and they beat us once.
Right.
They only beat us because the train got stuck and we came late.
They have no players.
We got there at the end of the first quarter.
Nah.
LaSalle had SHAMGOD and Ron Artest.
Wow.
And 2 7-footers.
Stop.
SHAMGOD and Ron Artest.
That was in your division too?
They played in Manhattan. We was in Queen. We played in the playoffs. They beat us up by a buzzer beater.
Right. I was
Man,
at that
Skip
game.
played with that school.
Skip was on that.
Dwayne Edwards, the other dude.
Dwayne Edwards.
That's my man.
UTEP.
Yes, sir.
That's my man.
That's my man, Queensbridge.
I know.
Right.
Shout out to Dwayne.
Y'all played
Nice.
Manhattan
College.
Yep, I was there.
They had Kareem Shabazz and went to Kentucky on that team, 7-footer.
And from there, you went on to Boston.
Boston was fun. Boston was the right situation because they gave me the ball for 4 years.
For 4 years solid. What was it like your freshman year coming on campus and, feeling yourself out on campus?
Boston was different from Brooklyn. I had to get used to it culturally.
Right.
But once the ball went up, it was good. I had a great team. Raja Bell, Sanji Abajobi.
Raja Bell. Also made it to the league, right?
Yeah. We lost in the championship to Malik Rose and Drexel. We got there the next year.
Yeah,
we got the best record in school history to this day, 25 years later, 25-5.
Wow. Now, middle school, I went to high school not really having a left hand. You were very good with your left hand, right hand, and so forth. How did you develop those skills so young?
So what happened was about 4th or 5th grade, broke my right hand. And, at the time, I didn't have a left hand,
Right.
All the kids I used to play with used to be able to use their left hand. And, and they used to kind of make fun of me, like saying, oh, you go back to left.
What number is that?
Yeah.
Put the volume down. Oh, good move, sir.
Back with Sincere Folk, holding it down on Gems in the Rock. Just curious, in regards to you having your workouts, your training and whatnot. You work out by yourself a lot, right? Also your father, I'm quite sure he attends and helps out every now and then. What's it like getting your rhythm when you start to work out? And do you use some of the tools that other coaches taught you and combine them together, or do you have your own personal thing that you do that works for you when you're trying to work up a sweat and get up shots and so forth?
when I work out, it's usually something different every day. It's usually not the same thing every day. And sometimes I just go to the workouts, take some of the drills and come back practicing myself, just trying to better my game. That's really how workouts is. And my dad, best rebounder in the country.
Right.
And that's how. Yeah.
Wow, bringing it to the walks, man. So college was pretty much your definite preparation for going, pros. And I understand that you played cross seas as well. What was it like playing cross seas, and how did you make the adjustment from, America, to cross seas type of?
I'm gonna keep it up all the way to stack. A lot of guys had big careers overseas. That wasn't me. I played 2 years, a year and a half in Holland. Holland is not a basketball country, but that's what I did.
That's what you did.
I had a great time over there. The team wasn't that good, but I put up solid numbers, close to 20 points, like 6 or 6.
You lived on a new beach.
I did live in New Beach. Yeah.
My man.
Basketball is a lot about connections and who you know.
Right.
We keep that pipeline going.
Yeah, man. That basketball world cross seas is totally different. A lot of people don't know that they can make money over there as well. The transition that you made definitely could be just like, basketball take you all over the world, first off.
But the hardest transition is coming back after the ball stop.
Right.
Once the ball stop, what you want to do with it? Because you played basketball your whole life. Everybody got dreams.
Yeah.
But once the ball stop, a lot of kids out there got to realize basketball isn't everything. Use basketball as a tool to get where you got to go.
Exactly.
Use basketball to get that free education, that free $40,000 a year.
You better
turn it over to a good career.
Right.
But when the ball stops bouncing.
Right.
Because it don't bounce forever, kids. So just know basketball is a tool. Have fun with it and use it to get what you got to get.
That's what's up. See, there's some legends up on these walls too here, right?
Legendary players played in this booth.
Yeah.
You got vets like Mario Ellie. You got the legendary Pearl Washington.
They play here, huh?
Right.
That's what's up.
And my son Sincere is from Connecticut, so he get a chance to, he lives in Meriden, Connecticut, he get a chance to really see, real basketball. That's why I bring
That city flavor to him.
City flavor. That's why I bring him to New York, so he can really understand real basketball.
Right.
It's really helping him develop. So
that's what's up. Now, what's this group? This is Black Ops affiliate?
Yeah, this is Black Ops. This is Carmelo here with his AAU team. Sincere plays on this team, 2026, point guard. He actually been in this program since it started. So this is like his 4th year with this program. He basically grew up.
Okay. Any idea what high school he may attend, or that's still like in the rough?
Right now, we don't know. He got a few schools that like him.
Right.
Right now, we don't know. He's in the 7th grade, so make that decision probably.
In case they don't know, you also play ball, during your time. What high school and college did you attend?
I went to Grady High School, William E. Grady High School, from 1988 to 1991.
Okay.
Won the city and state there. I also went to Alpha State Junior College.
Now, let's not speed up now. You said you won the city in high school?
Won the city and state in 1990.
Right.
We had a real good team.
What was it like playing in the Garden? I had to play in the Garden to win that chip, if I'm
honest with you. Our team was so loaded, bro.
Right.
That I was like the 6th man on that team. In that championship game,
right.
I really didn't play that much.
Gotcha.
The whole point of me being there.
And the whole atmosphere.
Being in Madison Square Garden, a place where,
But you contributed to that, of course, getting there, no doubt.
Of course, I was a major part of that team. I'm not going to just
doubt.
downplay myself. Nah, the boy,
right.
The boy got busy.
Okay, that's what's up.
You asked about Sharod Folk. Sharod Folk, my brother Levar Folk, my oldest brother Chad Folk really started it. And the younger brother, baby brother Maurice.
Right.
But, so Sincere comes from a long basketball. His mother also played basketball.
Mm-hmm. And you went on to go to college at Alpha State.
Yeah.
And what was it like just playing at that, college? Just a good school.
Alpha State was a great school, but I just wanted to get out the fact about his mother. I don't want to neglect her. That she really played ball. She was all city at Mary Bertram
Okay.
High School in Manhattan. Etta Anderson.
Shout out to Etta.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as far as Alfred State, that's where I really opened up my game. The coach gave me the ball and let me run the offense through me.
Right.
And college was a real good experience. I had fun at Alfred State.
You also had some locals play with you up there too, from like Sean Troutman. Then he wasn't a local.
Exactly, Sean Troutman.
Baller from Brooklyn.
Big brother to me. Played there at Alfred State. That's like one of the main reasons why I went to Alfred State. He actually came on my home visit.
Right.
And that just pushed my decision to go even more. So shout out to my boy Sean Troutman.
Right. And you got a son now playing ball too. What school does he go to and whatnot?
So I got Zay. Zay is a senior at Brooklyn Law and Tech.
Shout out to Z.
Funny thing, my old coach growing up, Kenny Pretlow, is his high school coach now.
Whoa.
So that's part of the reason why Zay went to Law and Tech, because you got to trust your son, your kids with. You
being in good hands.
Right. You don't want to go to a school because then you want to put yourself in a school with the right people, where they're going to grow educationally and through athletics. So it's hard being in the pandemic this year. They got 3 seniors. Hopefully, all 3 seniors are looking to get into a school. So we're looking at a couple schools with Zay right now, and I'll follow back up with y'all, let y'all know what we're gonna pick.
Right. So I don't know yet. That's what's up. What's it like dealing with being a father that's coaching his son at this level? I mean, I'm quite sure when we was young, we didn't have the opportunities, that was available, or if we did, we didn't take full advantage. But sometimes, we're put in predicaments where we have to just make do what we have and go to certain camps and stuff. What's it like coaching, your son at this magnitude? And when you look back at when you was coming up, what's the comparison out of the two?
I would say I'm more involved with Sincere's basketball as far as his development. I'm more or less like a trainer. I train him the most. I would basically say the difference with Sincere is me. I play more local basketball.
Right.
In the parks, play local. These kids nowadays, they travel a lot. As for instance, Sincere's going to Arizona. He's 13 years old. He's going January 1st.
Right.
First of the year, Sincere's going to Arizona. I wasn't doing things like that at that age.
Right.
So that's pretty much the difference right there. These kids are getting so much exposure from the travel teams and the AAU systems.
Right.
That's pretty much the difference. But I think the kids, when we was younger, we was a little more tougher. I feel we was just a little more tough. I wouldn't say we was better or more talented, but I just think we had a little more grit.
Yeah.
Kids get a lot early. So sometimes they start to feel entitled and start expecting to work for it.
Right. Not the process of the work, right? So what's it like developing, his workout, and when did you realize that he fell in love with the game, and to the point where you didn't have to, encourage him to get up early, and what age did you, or stage, did you feel like, okay, he got it?
I would say pretty much this year, actually, because this year he turned 13, so there's a difference I noticed from him being 12 to turning a teenager.
Right.
This year he really started to be more responsible around the house. That's when I noticed he got up from school by himself.
Right.
We didn't have to get him up, and that's when the same thing transferred over to working out. He was the one pushing me, Dad, come on, let's go to the gym.
Right.
Let's do this, let's do that. So I would say pretty much this year, but I would say at an early age, I saw that he had talent.
There's a lot of lessons that you can learn through the game, and that's good that you picked up on that, early and whatnot. So definitely salute to Sin putting in that work and whatnot. What do you feel as if it is his best, go-to in this game? That you pretty much like offense, defense, everything.
I would say with Sincere, the thing I like most is he's a defensive-minded guard. He approaches the game from a defensive level,
right?
But he can score also.
Right.
Funny story. I asked him one day, "What you like most about basketball?" He said, "We get a steal." So I was like, "Okay." So when you get a steal, you get going to the game. He was like, "Yes." I said, "That's different. Most people think about scoring, but Yeah, since the game has developed, he's just gotten much better at shooting the ball, developing his range. He has gotten stronger.
Right.
So I'm looking for a good season for him this year at the AAU and really put his name on the map.
That's what's up.
Peace to Carmelo Anthony for setting the stage and putting my son on this platform where he can get all this exposure. So shout out to the dog.
I had Miss Folk, legendary mom of the players, Sharod Folk and Levar Folk. I just wanted to know, what was it like just breeding athletes like this, and when did you know that these young men of yours just was gonna take the journey of just attacking basketball?
Oh wow, this was something that I believe been in our family for a long time. My father, he was into sports, but his was more like baseball. My mother-in-law, the original Miss Folk, she played basketball. But I think our journey started on Halsey Street. This was a vision that me and my husband had seen. We used to talk about this a lot.
Right. We've been doing this since way back. I remember us going to camp, playing from crates, even going to camp with STEPHON, Marbury, Charles Jones. Oh man, that was a crazy experience with you going down there, and your team took it.
Trey being modest, Trey made top 20. Trey was out there killing.
Trying to work.
Trey was out there on that all-star list.
Oh man, that's what's good.
My roommate doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up, man, just having good people around like Trey.
Yeah.
My brother Raw, just my whole best our community, man. That's what it's all about. So playing against those older guys built me to face anybody. Like I wasn't scared of no competition, never was.
Right.
You know, so it's been good. And what I like most about it is kept them out of the streets.
Kept them out of trouble.
School, kept them out of the streets, kept them out of trouble, and they did well in school. In order to play, you had to do well in school. So that's what. That's one of the reasons I liked basketball so much.
Yeah.
In fact, being a single mother, you know, raising 4 boys, 4 young men.
Right.
And during the time, like the 80s and the 90s, it was not easy.
Right.
So as long as they was focused on basketball and their schooling, you know, I walked that walk with them. I walked that walk.
Your first game experiencing, experiencing them play for the first time. What was it like?
It was kind of funny because the first game that I experienced them playing was at junior high school 57.
Right.
And it was Sharod and Chad.
Okay.
It was 57 playing against 324.
Okay.
So we went there to go see both of our sons play. And Sharod and Chad, you know, had to play against one another. So you cheering for them both at the same time. Right. So that was a little difficult. But Sharod team wound up winning, and after that, it was a lot of young men that I met. You know, Larry Majors, Kenny Prelude, a lot of great men. You know, because at that time my husband had passed when the guys were young. And I met a lot of young men who, helped them walk that walk through basketball that I had to entrust my children with. And even to this day, some of those young men are still, friends to the family. But,
and what's it like when you see the next generation now? Because now they have sons, they got grandkids now, pushing the envelope. It's like a start over again.
Yes, Sincere and Isaiah. I have Isaiah on his way to college. Right. And great, student, because students' education is always first. And the love of basketball. He loves it. And then we have Sincere. Okay. Sincere is kind of like a Sharod and Levar kind of, to me, mixed up in one.
Okay.
You know, I remember, you know, as the guys was growing up, all I remember hearing is a ball bouncing, hangers on the doors, and I can get any kind of chores done in the house if I tell them that they couldn't go to practice or go to a game.
Right.
They knew to do their chores first. But now I have Sincere and Isaiah, it's a little different. The whole game has changed tremendously.
Right.
But I like the fact that, you know, they have their fathers, you know, where Levar, Sharod, and Mo, Chad, you know, my husband passed when they were young, so they didn't have that male figure in the house. That's why I said I'm so grateful that I met a lot of nice young coaches and men who helped us walk that walk. But I'm really grateful that my sons have their parents in their life, so this here walk, you know, I can sit back now without worry and just know that my children know what they know and they can lead and guide their children in the path that they need to go.
You was the master of the mid-range games early when you was kids, man.
I had to shoot that because if I was little, I was gonna get a punch going in. So, and it's crazy. I got to college. I'm in my first workout. I shoot a floater. My coach telling me never ever shoot that shot again. I said, Coach, that's a shot that got me hit.
Right.
Now NBA players got trainers to teach them how to shoot a floater.
Shoot a floater. Ain't that
we learned that from Utah, playing. You don't want to get the shot block, so you shoot floated up before the big guys come.
Wow.
So
amazing.
we learned a lot of skills in the park are not there anymore.
Yeah.
But you know, we learned that toughness, that grittiness from playing games like Utah, TAPS 21.
Yeah.
So you know, we was in the park from sunrise to sunset, so we was there.
Right. He couldn't get you, huh, Rod?
That was one of my one regrets, not going to Robertson. The road, son. Should've went the road.
Should've went the Robinsons,
So close.
Whoa, he gave you the green light.
He raised me in ball.
Right.
So me not going to Grady was like, what am I thinking about? It's crazy.
Cause you baby
I mean,
down.
me not going to Robertson, I went to Grady. I'm bugging.
Right. You went to Robertson. If you went on the Robertson, you'd have been right in the neighborhood.
I probably wouldn't have graduated.
But also,
That's one of the reasons why I left.
what if you would have went to Boys and Girls?
I think the same thing occurs. I'm a dropout.
Yeah. Seventh grade, I believe.
7th grade.
That's what's up. And what's it been like?
Playing basketball, you get to meet different people,
Right.
experience different things. You know, for me, you know, traveling all across the world, play against some of the best kids in the country, so
That's what's
just
up.
like to compete.
So did you hear a lot of things in regards to your father's upbringing in basketball? And if so, you know, what was it like?
You know, when we take me to 309, there's a bunch of people that always mention his name, how good he was, to make sure I'm better or just as good as him, you know.
309?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, when we go, you know, he knows a lot of people. They always tell me how good he was. You know, what he used to do, his nicknames and stuff like that.
Right. He played high school at Grady. His school won it. Took the chip. What was it like hearing those stories about his high school career?
You know, it just motivates me so I can just like, you know, do the same or go even farther than that. You know, it just helps me like, you know, like he knows what he's talking about and he can help me.
Right. Is it hard being under, you know, his tutelage, being that he's played the game, and also, you know, your uncle Levar Folk has played the game as well. What's it like getting, you know, tools and gems from them you know, passed down to you? What's it like?
You know, I'm very passionate about the game, so when they talk about it, you know, it's a lot of passion, but it's like kind of them like yelling, but it's not them like yelling as if they're mad. They just really want me to do well.
Right.
And they just want me to really take it all in, you know.
That's what's up. And I understand your mother played the game too. What's it like getting some information from your mom in terms of the game?
You know, it's just a blessing because I have two parents that play the game and know how the game is played. Because, you know, some people, like, their parents have no idea, so they can't really tell them right from wrong. Right. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where you own your skills.
Utah 21, all them stuff, man.
Yeah.
Taps.
Gotta love what you do, man.
Yep. Salute. Thank you for sharing your time on Gems in the Rock. We definitely gonna get up out of here. And we got Levar and Sharod Folk, the Folk brothers, been doing it for years. And stay tuned. Boy. Keep sharing them Gems in the Rock. Salute.
In the building.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all subscribe so y'all won't miss out on the next Gems in the Rock episode coming soon. Each one teach one. Keep spreading those gems in the rock. Make sure you hit up the Cash App in case you want to donate or support. Or if you have a business that you want to promote on my show, hit me up in the email, hit me up in the inbox so we can work out those numbers where we could just get your advertising on the show where it could be rotated every time the show comes on. And thank you for your support once again. Salute to all of the ballers. Keep on working out, keep your game tight, and try to do what's right. Peace.
Yo, I swear you is lucky, dude. I swear you is trash. You ain't like nothing, man.
I told you I'm gonna do it again.
So you owe me now.
No.
I said bet it back.
Yeah. No, I think I said made it.
You ain't make nothing. Nah, I ain't see it go in.
Nah, yes, you did.
Nah, I ain't see it. Word to everything, I ain't see it. That was luck, dude. You lucky, man. How much I owe?